Hey, what's up YouTube fam? Brandon Weaver here once again. Yes, how can you get an 800 credit score? How can you get perfect credit? Yes, oftentimes individuals who have 800 and above, it's considered perfect credit, right? Getting all these negative, nasty, erroneous items off of there. You could do this, okay? 609creditrepair.com, or we can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. Yes, I started probably very similar to where you are. A lot of negative accounts. I had 15 negative accounts on 3 credit reports. And yes, I got to the other side. I had a 500 credit score, couldn't get approved for anything. Now I'm up in the 800s, and yes, you could be next, okay? But how can you do it? Okay, so with your 609 credit repair package, you can dispute all the negative, nasty, erroneous collections and charge-offs and bankruptcies and late payments, all the negative items, hard inquiries. It's all available to you. You can get the Beyond Committed package, the letters, the videos walk you through the process, okay? Or we could do it for you. What you also want to do to continue to boost your credit as you get these negative items off, right? So you want to make sure you pretty much have, here's the thing, 35% is your payment history. So you want to make sure that you have pretty much 100% on-time payment history, okay? Pretty much 100% on-time payment history. Now you're thinking, hey Brandon, I got a late payment here, maybe a late payment there. Maybe I can use goodwill letters, or I can dispute the late payments. 609 dispute letters, you can put unverified late payments, or use a special late payment dispute letter. That's right, we've got a lot of options for you to get to the other side, to get these late payments out of there, because if you've got good positive history, you want to maintain all that good positive history, and you want to dispute those late payments and get those updated to positive. That's right. So 35% is your payment history, so you want to maintain a good on-time payment history, get all the negative stuff off of there, and then 30% is your amount of debt. So really, at the 800 level, at that 800 credit score level, you want to keep your credit utilization under 7%. That's right. So as you're working it down, you're trying, the goals are like keep it under 30%, then under 10%, and then under 7% of the highest FICO achievers. That 800 score is up there, and you want to keep your credit utilization under 7%. So what does that mean? Well, you can add good credit as well to help with that. So you want to have more available credit, nice, bigger trade lines, primary credit cards, right, or trade lines in your name, the nice big banks, or maybe you're starting out and you want to try something like a My Jewelers Club card that gives you 5K trade line, or a New Coast Direct that gives you 5K in trade line. But you can start getting the big banks as well, right? The B of A's and the Capital Ones and all these good things as your credit starts to go up. Now these unsecured cards in your name, these primary trade lines in your names, these nice big lines of credit, and you're using less and you have a lot of available credit, they like seeing that. Also, you're using 3 revolving accounts. 3 of these credit cards you're using. I noticed myself, I was using 2, and my credit score came down a little bit. I started using my 3rd one again. A lot of times you can put your subscriptions, right? Maybe you have a Netflix or you have a Spotify or something, you can put your subscriptions on one, and you are able to then track that and use that and see where all they are and pay them off every month. And now you're using 3 revolving lines of credit, and that helps get you up into that 800 credit score, okay? Now, 15% is length of credit history, okay? I'm working on mine, getting my credit history better, but the highest FICO achievers, and here's the thing, you can have good credit length, okay? And it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect like this, because oftentimes the highest FICO achievers have an oldest account is over 25 years. But hey, look, my oldest account is not over 25 years, but I'm still up in the 800 credit score. So you're just trying to get closer to that oldest account, okay? So the oldest account is often 25 years or more, and the average age of your accounts typically is 9 years or more. Now, again, I was building credit. I didn't have like super long history, but I still was able to get into the 800 credit score. And when you're applying for credit cards and lines of credit and building your credit, history, average age is going to change a little bit, but over time, you're going to come back up. Believe me, I've seen it for myself personally, getting up in the 800 credit scores, okay? 10% is the amount of new credit. So pretty much hard inquiries, how much new credit are you getting? So there's a balance, okay? Because the age of the most recently opened account really typically is about 2 years, 6 months, something in there, right? So you're not opening a lot of credit all at once. That's what they like to see. So number of recent inquiries, most of the highest FICO achievers up in that 800 credit score haven't applied for credit in the last year. So what does this mean? It means that you're often going to be doing a little bit of a dance of you're getting all these negative items off, putting on good positive history, and coming up boom, 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 boom. Okay, so yes, you can get to that 800 credit score. Remember, the amount of new credit is really only 10%. It's small. It's even smaller than credit history, right? And then 10% is your credit mix. So the highest FICO achievers, this is something that can really help, is that they often have 12 revolving accounts. Now, you don't have to get all 12 revolving accounts all at once. I'm not saying that, but over time, 12 revolving accounts, which those are your credit cards, your store cards, and 7 of them really need to be big bank cards. So the rest could be store cards. They don't have to be. You don't have to have store cards, but oftentimes you might have, some in the mix. You just want to make sure 7 of those are from big banks, okay? Now, installment loans are part of this mix as well. Oftentimes the highest FICO achievers have about 5 installment loans, and they can be closed and paid off in good standing as well. So maybe you have a mortgage or a couple cars you paid off, a Self.Inc account. Self.Inc has secure loans, so those can all help and contribute to that, all right? This is how you can get your 800 credit score. You can get the negative, nasty, erroneous items off of there. Remember, that is a big part of it. The late payments, the charge-offs, the collections, get it all out of there. 609creditrepair.com, or we can do the work for you, theawesomelifegroup.com. Please give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and until I see you in person, I will see you on the other side. Take care.